We are finally diving back into the SCP universe. I know it's been a long time and I'm not even sure if SCP fans are still around on this channel, but we are about to react to SCP-035 Possessed by Mask. This is a short film by the channel SCP Orientation live action. Alright, let's do this thing. Oh.
SCP-035 is to be contained within a steel, iron, and lead-shielded room at all times. Doors are to be triple locked at all times, with the exception of allowing personnel in or out.
Okay.
No fewer than 2 armed guards are to be posted at any time. Guards must remain outside at all times and are not allowed.
I don't know if you guys play Apex or not, but this redheaded chick looks like the person that does Ash's character in Apex.
Within the containment room under any circumstances.
I've never heard of this SCP.
SCP-035 appears to be a white porcelain tragedy mask. A highly corrosive and degenerative viscous liquid constantly seeps from its eye and mouth holes.
That looks pretty cool.
And anything coming into contact with this substance slowly decays over a period of time until it has decayed completely into a pool of the original contaminant. The origin of the liquid is unknown. Conversations with SCP-035 have proven to be
How did they get that effect to happen?
Researchers have learned details about other SCP objects and history in general, as SCP-035 claims to have been at many momentous events. SCP-035 displays a highly intelligent and charismatic personality, being both amiable and flattering to all those who speak with it. It comes across as highly intelligent and appears to have a photographic memory. However, psychological analysis has revealed
I'm like getting zoned into it.
to possess a highly manipulative nature, capable of forcing sudden and profound changes to an interviewer's psychological state. SCP-035 has proven to be highly sadistic and can transform individuals into near mindless servants with linguistic persuasion alone. SCP-035 has stated that it has intimate knowledge of the workings of the human mind, and implied that it could change anyone's views if given enough time.
First of all, can we just say that is the worst way to contain something? We're just gonna be able to push the lid off? Like, really? It should at least be locked!
SCP-035 appears to be a white porcelain comedy mask, although at times, it will change to tragedy.
She did.
In these events, all existing visual records, such as photographs and video footage, automatically change to reflect its new appearance.
Ah, so slow, my guy. Shoot her in the face.
Subjects within 1.5 to 2 meters of SCP-035, or in visual contact with it, experience a strong urge to put it on. When SCP-035 is placed on the face of an individual, an alternate brainwave pattern from SCP-035 overlaps that of the original host, effectively snuffing it out and causing brain death to the subject. The bodies of possessed subjects decay at a highly accelerated rate, eventually becoming little more than mummified corpses. Nevertheless, SCP-035 has demonstrated the ability to remain in cognitive control of a body experiencing severe structural damage.
Ah, okay. I was about to say, didn't they say if they touched it, they like get destroyed in 2 minutes or something like that? But if it can control after it's taken over, that makes sense.
The body literally decays to the point where motion is not mechanically possible.
Visually, it looks pretty awesome. That's pretty cool.
SCP-035 is to be kept within a hermetically sealed glass case, no fewer than 10 centimeters
Nice.
thick. A trained psychologist is to remain on site at all times, and research personnel are not to touch SCP-035 at any time.
Maybe put a lock on it next time, guys. Maybe put a lock on it next time. Put a lock on it. I know they said it's hermetically sealed or whatever. It probably means it's like a stronger thing than a lock, but still, locks, they're just deterrents, you know? Anyways, that was pretty dope. I really like the visuals of it, and I like the narration. The cool thing about doing narrations when it comes to short films is even if your actors aren't the best at selling emotion and stuff like that, they don't need to do too much because they're not speaking lines. Like, the narration can make everything so much better. And the actors are essentially there just to do the visual shit, but the whole story is really coming from the narrator. I think that was a very strong choice, and I think that's something a lot of other SCP short films should do if they're just trying to make something, you know, visually interesting, because I've tried to do stuff with actors before, and man, when you have a limited slim pickings, sometimes it can hurt your film, especially if you're doing a lot of dialogue. So I think the narration choice here was pretty smart. Anyways, if you guys have any other SCP short films I should watch, or animation stuff, let me know. I know we used to react to a bunch of the Explaining series and all that jazz back in the day, but as I mentioned during some of my live streams before, it feels like I'm listening to a lecture, and I just don't think that's the most interesting content to watch. But reacting to short films and animations, I think it's such a better experience. So do let me know some of them in the comment sections down below. But that is going to be it for this video. If you guys want to see me react to any more SCP stuff, I highly suggest you go check out this video right here. But as always, I am your host, JUICEbox. Remember to wake up in the morning and ask yourself something. Have a daily dose of juice. See you guys next time.